I've seen Archangel Michael. He looked like he was 10, 11 foot tall. And he opens this portal, this circular portal, and then I know where we're going. And and I'm leaving pure bliss in the spirit world.
Oh.
And I remember slowing everything down on purpose and touching the tips of the wildflowers as I know I'm about to go through the portal to Earth with Archangel Michael. But I know it's not just about me. It's about everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us in my group on Facebook called Intuitive Angel Messages. And today we are diving off the deep end, aren't we, Dee?
Oh, we are. I cannot wait to talk about this. Put our little pinky toe in the water of this topic.
Yeah, it really is. The Akashic Records. We're delving into the Akashic Records, and we're going to be also channeling Archangel Metatron. And we're also going to be taking some of your questions and channeling some guidance for you. Let everybody know where they can find you, Dee, because this is the time, this is the moment for people to come and check out your YouTube channel. And if they would like to learn more about you, go ahead and let everybody know.
Hi, you guys. I'm Dee Survey. I am a medium and intuitive. I am an angel communicator, an animal communicator, a teacher, and a perpetual student. How about that?
Love it. I love that. I always say that too. Like, I'm constantly learning too. I'm constantly being taught too. And then whatever I'm learning, I like to bring it to the forefront, especially if I'm learning something from my guardian angels or from spirit. I'll bring it to the forefront as well. Hello, everyone. Everyone's coming on and joining us. Woohoo! So what I'm going to do is I'll just refresh my my page as well, and then I'll be able to see everyone's comments from both sides.
I just did, and so now I'm trying. Now I can focus right here. So I have a couple different ways to contact me. I have a YouTube channel. It's called In the Moment with Dee. And you can find me there. And I have a Facebook group. It's just Dee Survey. And I also just do a lot of posting on MGP Outdoors, which is my husband and I have an outdoor space where we share a lot of spirituality, sustainability, and just connecting with nature.
Yeah. Love being, I love it when you film outside.
Oh, the energy is just so perfect.
It's unbelievable. And I know you have said the same thing about where you live. You have a lot of elemental energy there. Of course, they're kind of drawn to us for a reason.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of elemental energy in the neighborhood where I live. And I purposely made sure to move back to this location so that I could connect in with the elemental energy here. And I love going out for walks in the evening and just connecting in with that energy. Always makes me feel so good.
We are. Yeah, we're connected.
Yeah, more uplifted, and they just help to, vacuum you or, help you with your energy and so on and so forth. It just feels really good. So my first question for you, Dee, is while you're giving readings or even for yourself, whether it's for another or for yourself, when you're seeing the Akashic Records, what are some of the experiences that you have had with the Akashic Records?
Well, this is such a broad topic, Kristin. And, just when I knew that we're going to do this live, I'm like, I'm going to focus specifically on the Akashic Records. So, I've been doing my research here recently. And to get ready for this live, I decided that I was just going to go into a deep meditation and call in my spirit guides and ask who wanted to come through for this live that we're doing right now. And I got the most amazing download that I can think of. And if you've ever had a spiritual download, what happens is all this information just comes to you in an instant. You can't put a time frame to it, but it's almost like in 1 second, all of it. During this meditation, what happened was an older looking man, I could say he looked like Merlin, stepped forward, and I'm like, I didn't recognize you. And I said, who is this? Who are you? And I got the word Enoch in my head. And I said, okay, where are we going here? And all of a sudden, Enoch changed in my mind's eye to this striking man with dark brown hair and a really nice jawline is how I could describe him.
Yeah.
And then he told me I'm Metatron, and I connect with Metatron here and there, but I don't really, focus daily on connecting with Metatron. So I was just like, wow. And Metatron says, I want to help you with this live that Kristin Davies and you are going to do in a couple days. And so I said, wonderful. What can you tell me about the Akashic records? So it started out with these different images that all happened instantaneously. And I'm going to try to describe it the best that I can. But at first, he did show me a bunch of books in a really grand hall. And he explained to me that this is how we show you the Akashic records in 3D. And I said, okay, because our brain can, relate books to information that is kept. And I said, okay, that's cool. And I go, wow. And then it transferred into like a cloth with ribbons going through it, that everybody is a thread in the cloth. And he goes, this is more of a 5D. Look at the Akashic records. And now let's go up to a higher dimension, look at the Akashic records, and everything turned into a vibration and a wavelength.
Yeah.
And everybody had, and it was like a chorus or a note or a melody where everybody contributed to this beautiful song. And I was just like, wow. I remember saying audibly like 3 or 4 times, wow, wow, wow. And I finished with my meditation because this all just went boom right in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, Metatron, I cannot wait to dive into this. This is amazing. And I didn't know the connection between Enoch and Metatron. And so I got off and, we do what we do when we get some of that spiritual information and we go online and try to find out how does this all go together. And I researched and it came forward that Enoch was alive, was a human being, and he ascended, and now he's referred to as Metatron as well, who also is one of the keepers of the Akashic records. Now, this is just a small, there's many keepers. He told me to think of him like a librarian of the Akashic records. He helps to keep everything in order. But that was just so amazing and immersive, and I was just blown away. Tell me your experience that you have with the Akashic records.
Several times I've seen it, and they've shown it to me with books. But then just before we were going to step forward today, they showed it to me as energy. Oh. So again, it's the same as what you're receiving as well. They brought me upward, and then they showed me what it really is a lot of energy. So, if you look at each of these incarnations that we're having and everything that we're experiencing, it's all energy, and it's all stored energy, and we can tap into that anytime we wish to learn more about where we've been and even possibly, I'm sure, where we're going, right? Since there's no linear time, it's open to check into. So one thing I've seen several times is like a marble walkway with pillars, and I'm always every time I'm heading to the Akashic records, I'm heading down this beautiful marble walkway, and then at the very end of the walkway, I see the Akashic records, and at that point there's no floor. I'm more floating, and I can go up and check any of the reading material, because that's of course how it's easiest or best for us to see it at that time. So it's really cool, and it's very I don't know, it seemed really magical and uplifting for me.
It is.
And there's so much information and knowledge. I remember just opening some of the books of where I've been, but it was a huge amount of information.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I remember saying to myself, well, I'm not going to dive into all of this. And quite frankly, Do I need to? So, but
Yeah, it is. It's overwhelming to realize that any question you have, if you set the intention and go and listen, then, you're going to get a sense of the answer back. And, now that I realize that's probably where I'm going when I give a reading, and and I'm tapping into an energy and they're showing me, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Turn off light.
Here we go.
This literally never happens.
Oh, that actually happened to me during a reading recently. It was during and my ring light started strobing. Boop, 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 boop. And it was when I was bringing in this soul who was the ex-husband of my client, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
What just happened? What we're talking about is a big topic. So, and when I prepared for this, I said, would whoever feels like they need to step forward, please do so.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of energy. Like I can feel the energy with me right now.
I remember saying to this soul, okay, you can stop it with the strobing. And he did. It stopped, like it was okay. He was just making his presence known.
Yeah.
It's amazing what energy can do. They can make things disappear and reappear, and they can make lights flicker. They can do so many things, much more than what
that's ever happened. I know.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I have been noticing that lights have been acting different with me lately. Have they been doing that to you?
Yeah.
You guys put in the comments if, sometimes I'll look in a room and just like the overhead light will go out. And this is probably just in the last month and a half. Have you guys been experiencing that?
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys have noticed any of your lights acting weird. Like it's been happening. But there's a lot of energy coming in, and it's very easy for them to, maneuver. So I thought you and I would channel a message from Archangel Metatron. And also, everyone, just to let you know, I'm also coming on live tomorrow, and it will be in the group for free. And it will be talking about what do the angels feel, or how do they observe us when there's a lot of struggle or strife in your life, okay? And if you are having struggle and strife, okay, if you're having a hard time, this might be the time to pop on with me live at 11 a.m. PST, because you're probably going to have a little chit chat with your guardian angel about what issues you're having as well. But it's also about, I want to show from the perspective of our guardian angels how they view us or view our situation that we're going through in the moment when we're struggling. Okay. So I want to see from their perspective, their point of view. And you guys know that well, we have so many classes and courses coming up. We have so many workshops. So that's just tomorrow. The next is coming up March 11th is a class that I'm putting on, your soul contract and reincarnation class. So I want to talk about your contract coming to Earth. Why did you sign up to come here? So it's that main contract that I'm going to be delving into with each of you. And as far as reincarnation, where have you been in your last life? And how is it impacting and affecting your lifetime in this life? Okay.
Yeah. That is so needed right now.
Big time.
Yeah.
It is so helpful. When I've checked in myself, it was big time helpful for me. Big time. So to get a broader perspective really helps. So that's coming March 11th with 2 lives that day. Then we have channeling Archangel Metatron, which I'm going to do from my Facebook page, Kristin Davies page on Facebook. And then it's you and me time, D. It's March 24th and 25th with 3 lives, lots of pre-records. And this is where we're delving in. Messages in your dreams. How do you know when you're receiving a message versus it just being a dream? So it's the messages in your dreams and astral travel workshop. Okay, so we're going to be talking a lot about that. And today we're delving into the Akashic records, because where do we go when we head off? We are heading off, and we are having a lot of different experiences when we are leaving our bodies. And part of that is the Akashic records. Where have we been and where are we going, right?
Right.
So, and then of course, you guys will check out a series of other courses and classes that are coming up through my website. If you'd like to learn more, it's KristinDaviesMedium.com. And let's delve in and check in with Metatron, and then we'll be taking everyone's questions. So
Okay.
do you want to go first, Dee, and see what he would like to relate with us?
Sure. He can feel my excitement, my nervousness a little, and so he just came here on my right hand side, and he put his arm around me, and he just said a little encouragement. You're doing great. Like, this is
Love
just
that.
leave it up to me, is what he's telling me right now. He's greeting us. He's just greeting us with the classic greeting and saying, welcome, dear souls. Welcome. I'm so glad you have chosen to join us today in broadening your knowledge on the universal consciousness. Oh, wow. That's an interesting way to look at the Akashic records. And he says, yes, there's many different names that people have used to describe the information that is held within the records of all life in the universe. And we call it Akashic because that is what you understand as Akashic, but you could call it the Book of Life, the Library of Souls, the record of...
That is so awesome.
Yeah, the record of past, present, and future in the current now. That's how he's describing it for me. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Metatron is just expressing the open. He's showing me the doors opening for the records and say these doors are open to all those who seek greater knowledge and information to enrich your experience during this life. He says, however, he doesn't want us to get too attached to the past or the future, because that will cancel the now, is what he's telling me. So keep your soul firmly in the moment, but be aware of all of the knowledge at your fingertips. Whoa, that's
wow. Wow.
That's kind of his welcoming statement to us, which was pretty incredible.
He's like so incredible, isn't he? Like he's so incredible.
He is really, he has a soft energy, but very knowledgeable, very, very empathetic, I would say. But very, very like a professor is what I feel when I talk.
Very much like that.
Yeah.
I mean, some friends of mine are so drawn to Metatron, and I'm more drawn to Michael, Archangel.
Yes.
But it's interesting, you know, Metatron has a different role to play than Michael, but they all work in tandem with each other. And it's really fascinating to get snippets of that. And I say small snippets.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more to it. And you know, the interesting part of what you just channeled is that's what they'll relay to me often is when we place our attention too much on the Akashic records or where we've been, it takes us out of the present moment of now. So it does help us, though. I've seen a lot of people where it's helped them tremendously to see where they've been.
Oh, like, yes.
Where they've been, where it helps you with where you are now. It sure has helped me.
It's helped me.
Yeah.
But, and I know you've had a QHHT, a quantum hypnosis healing session, and I've had one as well where you actually do go to those past lives. And I'm pretty sure that we are channeling information from, you know, our higher self, our soul, using the Akashic records. What are your thoughts on that?
Most definitely. We are definitely connecting in with our higher self and other energies. I did have Archangel Michael there. I also had Jesus there. and I got a little snippet of where I was in my past life and the addiction to other choice of drugs then. I was much younger at the time. Again, reincarnating with my mother in that QHHT session, having similar connection with her in that lifetime, except that it was more aloof or more disconnected emotionally.
Wow.
So there was a parting of ways at an earlier age in that lifetime, and then we tried it out again in this lifetime. And again,
Yeah.
I'd say my mom, if I was to go based on the little snippet I was given of my past incarnation, I would say my mom is doing a much better job in this incarnation. And
Good. Yeah, it's interesting. I learned some really interesting things about my past lives when I did that QHHT. That was just fascinating. It really, opens your mind to the possibilities of everything that's out there, and your soul and the journeys that it's had and the connections that we've made and agreements that we've made. It really helps us to understand. And so I think that's what Metatron is probably alluding to. To help you understand the role that people have in your lives, or the role that your life has. You can use the Akashic records, but don't, focus all the time.
Hyperfixate there day in and day out. So get a little snippet. Okay. So it just helps us briefly as we carry on in this moment of now, which is the most important.
Yeah.
There is. And I found when I don't know if this is the same with you, but when I had that QHHT session, I found that I really honed in on the important things that were of relevance and importance for me to learn as it translated into this lifetime.
Yes.
So the drug use and my mom seem to be the highlighted features.
Well,
and it was interesting. I was like, ooh, wow. I didn't do that in this lifetime, but I can see how I've progressed, and I have chosen alcohol in this lifetime. I can see why. I have a bigger understanding now that I'm doing it now, but I can see why I carried on as long as I did.
Yes.
That's fascinating.
I know. I have someone in this life that just bothered the heck out of me. And when I did my past life regression, I had another soul that was bothering the heck out of me. And, they asked, who is that to you in this life? And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same person.
Wow.
I could find forgiveness in my heart that, we're all kind of just playing this role for
it really is
to learn and grow,
It really is. So it allows you to step back and not be as attached to everything or everyone and everything everyone ever did to you or did to someone else. I think it allows us to heal. It creates that space to have a broader understanding and then let go of it.
Yeah.
So that we're not so entrenched and engulfed in this reality, right? So let me just tune in with Archangel Metatron, because I can feel him hovering above my head.
Yeah, he's here big time.
Yeah, big time. He's just waiting patiently. I can feel him there. We know when spirit doesn't want to communicate, when we don't feel that pressure and we don't feel them near us and they've stepped away, floated away, moved away. Okay.
Yeah.
Whichever the case may be. Okay, so let's see where he wants to take us. He's so elated and happy that we're touching base on these topics because they are greatly needed in our society at this time. Okay, so he's also saying, please understand that it's really important not to delve into the timelessness of who you are on a regular basis. This is meant to delve into from time to time. And he winks when he says that.
Yeah.
Because we feel we're operating in time. Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, just delve in when you need to, but don't delve in all the time. Please understand what needs to be understood and leave the rest behind, for only that which you are being shown is necessary or needed. Okay, so he's talking about individuals that want to go back to the Akashic records for more and more and more and getting more, and they can. But is it needed? Is it necessary? Or is it you just wanting to dive in and learn more and more? Only dive in from time to time, see what is being brought to the forefront, and then leave the rest, okay, for what is needed in your life in this moment, okay? He's talking about soon there's going to be a large shift within many of us here on earth, and some of us are already starting to feel it within. It is a severing of ties or a disconnect with those who are no longer needed in our experience, in our lives. It might be certain foods that you're no longer drawn to, certain people you're no longer wanting to spend time with or connect with. It might be your job that you're leaving behind and moving in a different career path, or a different job in the same career path. There's a severing of, he's doing this, a severing, okay, of that which is no longer needed and left behind. And it's really important that we just go with the flow with this and just let it unfold naturally and gradually. Because as we do that, it allows for many other doors, paths to open before us, which is really important. He's showing me, it's like a feeling that washes over me, and he's saying it's not even that we're really going to have a choice. The energy is encompassing Earth, and this is the direction we're moving in. So even if you try to hang on to these connections, or you try to hang on to these foods or these experiences or this job or whatever it is in your life, it won't last. So you can go with the flow, or you can buck the current a little bit, but either way, we're all going in the direction in which is in alignment with our highest and best good. And it's also, he says, what our higher selves, our souls, our consciousness want for us to do, to drop anything that's heavy or no longer good for us or no longer serving us. Thank you, dear ones. This is Archangel Metatron. Woo!
That went right along with everything that we just talked about.
Really. And it's really been happening in my life too. I almost feel like, okay, I want to try to pick up the phone to keep a connection going with someone, but I get this strong pullback in my body and a flatness, and it's like, put the phone down.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm going to go to do something that I've done before, but it's flat, stagnant, and I'm being really strongly guided to drop things in order to make room for the new that is coming.
Oh, and I have a sweet tooth, and it's just driving me crazy because I'm having this conscious aversion to bad food, but I love it. But I'm like, no, I must eat the brownie. Like,
and you know what I say to myself? I'm like, I'm gonna go for the corn muffin with blueberries. It's healthier. So I talk myself into the healthier option with less sugar in it.
Yeah, so, you can feel the pull. I can feel the pull. Definitely. Yeah. like knock it off, you know, you're gonna be sick, and then my body reacts more than it used to.
Yes.
You know, and so I can definitely feel that shift coming. And you know, while you were channeling that message, then he's just, you know, showing images in my head as well. I was following along with everything. That's why I kind of laughed, because you said things are falling away, and that's what I saw. I'm like, but I love my sweets. And it's for the best.
You know, Jesus came in the other night, and I saw him like just above me, and he was looking at me, and then he pointed at what I was eating. was he, and then he had a little gentle word with me, and then he left, and I was like, and it wasn't to make me feel guilty, it was just to point out what isn't serving me anymore.
Yeah.
But as an indigo, it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, it
'Cause we're a
is.
little
We
bit more
want what we
stubborn.
want. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll learn the easy way or the not easy way.
I know. Well, and he wants me to say something too, just to remind, back to the Akashic records. He wants us to know that he's just showing me an image, like, you don't have to telepathically envision yourself walking in the halls and opening the books all the time. You're welcome to. However, that's kind of the role of our team, our guardian angels, our team. They are here to assist us. And so, they're almost like the go-between is what he's showing me.
Really
And the
are.
team,
Yeah.
is in the Akashic records all the time. They're all knowing. And so they're helping us using the Akashic records, or, the consciousness or the life plan that you've created for yourself. There's so many different words that we can use. That's why this is such a big topic. But, that's what they show me. I get a lot of like visuals, and I do the best I can to explain them. So if I don't, let me try to tap in to see exactly what words that he wants me to use here. He wants me to say, believe in your promptings. For he's showing me a team. We are a team. We're working together for your greatest good. And this is something that you're aware of. That's why you're starting to feel a physical difference in your body when you're going against your own guidance. That's what he's saying. Oh, you're going against your own guidance. And so we're trying to help you as a team. And so listen to those promptings. And so, yeah, those are the words that he wanted me to share about that.
It's so true.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh. He's so accurate. So I'm going to see if you would like to take a few questions. And we're going to start with Jasmine. She'd like to ask, which of her past lives is the most relevant at this point in her life?
Oh, boy. So I'm getting images of you tending the land. This is you have a basket and you're picking herbs and you are being self-sufficient. That's what I am seeing. Like, you were skilled at this. They're showing me you're very skilled at not being reliant on anybody or anything. And that's what they're showing me. What are they showing you, Kristin?
I keep getting the word Egypt and being shown Egypt. So possibly what you're being shown is a snippet of that location. Because, back then, Egypt was green. It was lush. It had, and there's even parts of Egypt now that still are.
I see dates. Yeah, so that makes sense. You're saying Egypt, like you're collecting dates.
Yeah, because that's most definitely something that would have been frequently eaten then.
Yeah.
Let's see. Self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency. Okay. Oh, how cool.
Yeah, we both kind of got that.
Yeah. And Jasmine's saying that's the path that she's on right now as well. So isn't that fascinating? Self-sufficiency. Best thing you can do for yourself. I mean, it's great to lean on others. Hopefully you have that support around you from time to time when you need it. But self-sufficiency, yeah. She goes, well, awesome. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that it came through pretty clear.
Sure
I
did.
could just see you. This is something you're skilled at through many lifetimes. And the more that you lean into that, the more is going to be revealed to you, and how to, care for,
isn't it?
The plants. Yeah, that is really cool.
They're also talking about it being a part of self-love, self-care.
Oh, I love that.
Taking care of oneself. And self-sufficiency doesn't mean that we don't accept an offering of a helping hand when it's given.
Yeah.
But in that moment, it's really important to sense and feel in your body if you get a yes response or a no response when someone is offering you a helping hand, because energetically, it's not always best to accept the offering of a helping hand from each situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's using the wording tit for tat. So some people say, oh, I'm going to offer you a helping hand, but there's a reason for it on the back end. Or their reasoning or their purpose in helping isn't always for your highest and best good.
Yeah.
And if you bypass something and you don't if you don't accept that helping hand at that time, don't worry, because there will be something else that will come along that will assist you afterwards. Okay? How cool is that?
That's so cool. I also get that you're going to be you're a big service to others. I'm just showing you in service. So you're going to take care of yourself, and through that knowledge, you're going to bless several people with that knowledge through these past lives. So that's
true.
yeah.
When you can be self-sufficient, love yourself, take good care of yourself, you emanate that high vibrational frequency, and you can also show others, look at you and say, how are you doing that? And you can show others how to do that as well if they want to know. Yeah, I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah, cool they show me like ripples from you, Jasmine. Like that's what's happening. That's beautiful. Wow.
Okay, Renata's asking, she'd like to know any past lives that we pick up on for her.
I'm seeing a ship.
Fascinating.
I'm seeing water, a ship. Oh, I just got the word Viking, Renata.
What a surprise. I can see that with Renata's energy.
Yeah, but not a Viking in the terms of what is shown on Hollywood. They're saying you were not like a bloodthirsty Viking. You were not that. I know you were not a Viking. You were more adventurous. I guess I should say you always wanted to see what's out there. See, go and seek. It's like you were a seeker of adventure. And so they're showing you on a ship, just always looking for the next adventure. What can you learn? How can you grow? That's what they're showing me.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I see her in furs. Do you see that at all?
Yes. And I go back and forth with, I'm trying to see if she's a male or a female in this life that I'm seeing.
And I can't,
because it's like, if it's a female, it has this masculine energy. And if it's a male, then it's just, very connected to the land. So it's
male or female. Female with masculine energy.
Yeah.
Strong. Not the kind of females, like you had to be tough.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That is really cool.
Kind of full circle in this lifetime. It's like being strong and resilient, isn't it?
Yes, an adventure seeker, and just seeking for knowledge. Like, what's the next horizon? What does the next horizon have for me? I love that. I love the adventure of it. Does that resonate with your life path right now, Renata? Let us know.
She's saying wow and then yes. Okay. So I'm going to talk about some of your other lifetimes, Renata, in that is a feeling of peaceful. I'm totally taken care of. So it's lifetimes that you've come into on earth where others are taking care of you. It's a little bit of lap of luxury too. Like things are taken care of for you.
Yeah, like royalty.
Almost like in that direction.
Yeah.
It could be that direction.
Yeah.
Like when you were saying water, I'm like, was she maybe on the Titanic or something? Like I was seeing like taken care of, probably furs on at that time, but the kind that are expensive. But I see a series of lifetimes where you're totally taken care of. And it's partially so in this lifetime as well. They're not using fully. I'm getting partially. Isn't that fascinating?
Yes.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Wow. Okay, so let's take a couple more questions. Deborah is asking, is there a relevant record or lifetime that is most important to me in this life? You want to see what Deborah's? Wow, if you want to talk about downloads.
Did you just get a download?
Yeah, like several layers of.
I just got like 4 different flashes too. So let's see
Totally.
if our flashes are
It's
similar.
interesting. You're getting flashes and I'm getting information like said to me, and I see it written out as well. Like a and then cool.
I'll just spew a couple. I got farmer, then I got a volcano,
Wow.
and then I got like some kind of, like you lived on an island and there was a volcano type of a thing. But did you get the farmer too? Like
living off the land, farming, being close and connected with the land.
Mhm.
I'm also receiving a lot of ET lifetimes that are quite different than being human on Earth. And
I wonder if that's the volcano. Yeah.
This
like
is
red. I'm seeing like red lava.
Interesting. Okay. It could be. I'm getting at times Earth being quite foreign to you, or how people act or what they say or how things are done here on Earth is quite foreign to you from where you've been. And it's not always easy connecting with others or
I get like a pull back. That's why you want to connect with animals. You just pull
and the
back.
land and the earth. You are big time. You're here for the earth. I would say largely is part of your contribution here. Let's see where else we're going to go. But it's okay, because as you keep coming back here, it does get easier and easier and easier.
Yes. Your heart rules. Like your heart rules, but you don't want to put it out there because you don't want to be hurt. So you're just more content, like being in your own space and holding your own energy is what I'm seeing in these past lifetimes.
Big time. I agree with everything you have channeled there. And I'm also getting being fully taken care of and self-sufficient and connecting with the land on even if you're inside your house and you're being drawn to look out the window, you're connecting with the land in that moment, with the land, with earth.
Yeah, it's like not necessary for you to go out. Like it's okay for, and you know that, and so you're like, why do I need to go out when I can just
look out?
Hold
as soon
my
as you're being
space.
pulled to the window, the earth wants to connect with you.
Yeah.
And the earth, I get, is very excited and happy that you're here on this journey, in this incarnation upon her back. So happy that you're here. So happy that you chose to come.
And when I connect to that, oh, I'm sorry, go.
Yeah, the earth needs her to be here. Yeah, go ahead.
When I connect to that red planet, I get a real sense of bravery that you like volunteered, and you are just like, you're considered such an amazing, brave soul with a big heart. And so you said, yes, I can use the love that I have, the love energy, to help not only Earth, but, you know, the beings like animals, and, you know, connecting with the earth, I can help. That's like, you volunteered out of bravery is what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Well, and let's be honest, what I often receive is, you know, a lot of souls coming and stepping forth on earth. It's a big deal. But for some souls, like Deborah, it's even more of a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. It's big deal for everybody. But okay, so Monique, will I be using the Akashic records to help others heal, and what past life is most relevant to her? So as far as using the Akashic records to help others heal, you can if you wish, but it's not a must. I'm not getting a full yes on that, so I wouldn't steer the ship in that direction. If you want to, you can take bits and pieces of it to assist others with, if you want to. but it's not necessary that you have to or that it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as a relevant lifetime, I'll let you take that.
I'm seeing Africa.
Mm.
I am seeing you in a very close-knit tribe in Africa.
How cool.
And you are fascinated with the stars.
Wow.
And you use the stars to read and go in what direction that you feel that you should go. You're kind of nomadic, and you don't have very many clothes on, and but you all live in a very tight-knit tribe, and you are very just tapped in. They're showing me bare feet, and they're telling me that they want you to be barefoot more.
Wow.
To tap back into this. And this African lifestyle, you had a lot, you experienced so much growth because this was a hard lifestyle, but there was so much gratitude with the growth that your soul experienced doing this. And so they're showing me step away from technology right now. They want you to really connect into your soul's connection to the earth, and just be still. They're telling me be still in nature and just sit on the land and remember. That's what they're saying. Remember, and be grateful for those around you, for you're all on this journey together. That's why they're showing me this really tight-knit tribe. And your creativity could come from your hands as well. In this lifetime, you used your hands to create, and they're showing me pottery. They're showing me like paintings. They're showing me creating clothing and different things. And that brought these simple things brought you such great satisfaction during this lifetime. So if you wanted to go back to that, and that's a strength that you have brought into this lifetime as well. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was interesting. I've never really gone to Africa for a tribe like that.
That sounds so magical and wonderful. Like
it does.
I'm just getting the word shaman. So it wouldn't shock me if you had a lifetime as a shaman, where at that point you were helping others. So the strong pull to help others in this lifetime wouldn't shock me one bit, because it's connected with lifetimes where you've helped others before.
Yes.
I'm also getting the Arcturians. So we're off planet. Your lifetimes as an Arcturian were greatly beneficial and also relevant to your lifetimes here on Earth in order to access information. So it's like downloaded information claircognizantly or clear knowingly being placed into your mind as a thought form or an insight, or just information popping in and being stored within you, and then you accessing when you need it. So we don't just get information downloaded to us for the moment in which we need it, like right here and now. We may find that we get a lot of energy streaming through us, and a download of information is placed within you, and then it will come up to the surface of your mind, and you will access it when you need it. So they'll see what's coming down the pipe, and they'll go, okay, let's get this ready here, and they'll give you the download, and then the download will come to the surface when you need it in that specific moment. And that Arcturians are helping with these downloads of information, and you accessing information when you need it as well. Faith would like to know about past lives with the elves. A memory was downloaded into me a few days ago about an elf named Sienna from the Pleiades, and she feels pretty important to me, but I don't know how.
Oh boy, are they ever happy you're talking about this.
Yeah, big time celebration there.
There's definitely a soul connection with Sienna.
Yeah.
You've had past lives together, for sure.
Different ones, yeah. Mm-hmm. Not just as an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Feels really good.
It does. Like,
Take
I'm
me
just
with you,
feeling
Sienna.
like there's toads, there's like
Faith
birds,
is in
like
room on the
there's
bus.
like I'm just sitting there looking around. I guess I should be sharing what I'm seeing. So just give me a minute and let me look around here because this place is cool.
Okay, we're so
Oh,
blissed out, and when we're so blissed out, we just want to
like
sit
the
in the
water is
energy, and then
so
like, oh yeah, we're
blue.
supposed to be channeling information.
Yeah.
The Pleiadians, you and me,
I
Dee, want to
know.
go with
Like, well, all of a
Faith
sudden
the
I'm home.
Pleiadian and head
So
on
I'll just
back with Sienna back home to pure bliss and
are you guys feeling this in the comments? Put in the comments if you're feeling this because this energy is great.
Isn't it great? We're so excited and happy because we're tuning into home. Is what
Yeah.
we're tuning
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
She's coming to visit you and chat with you when you need, with information that you need. So instead of it is a download of information, but it's also her coming to connect with you and communicate with you with information that you're needing in the moment. Oh, the bliss. Good. Henson, you guys.
Yeah.
Feel that? It's like,
Yeah.
seriously,
It's
Pleiadian bliss is washing over us. Let us know. Anybody who's watching this at any time, it doesn't have to be in the present moment with us. Let us know if you feel a washing over of what we feel to be home, which is the Pleiadian frequency. It feels fabulous in the comments, amazing, and Henson's feeling bliss.
Love, joy, peace, contentment, happiness, everything, just bliss. Yeah, it's great. So your elf friend, she feels like I'm going back and forth between whether she's a best friend or a soul connection. I think that she's had many different roles in different lives. She's been a best friend, she's been a mother, she's actually even been a partner of you. You both are just so attracted to each other's energy. And she's just explaining that she respects your free will so much, but she wants to like cheer you on and encourage you during this life. And she shows me like sitting in bleachers like she's watching a great event, and she is just like cheering.
You, Faith, on planet Earth. What's going to happen next?
Honestly, she's cheering from the sidelines and just so happy that you are recognizing her energy. And she's telling me this is the beginning and please continue. And the more you talk to me, the more that I know I'm not infringing on your free will. And so I want to make sure that we're communicating and that you're okay with it. And basically, because that's just the universe's way of experiencing free will, is we have to ask. And so the more that you acknowledge, the more that you open the door for them to step forward. But she's telling me, she's like, why wouldn't anybody want to feel this energy? She's trying to understand why you wouldn't. You're in such a difficult place on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, this is hard. And that's why she's just watching from the sidelines and just in awe and just encouraging you and so excited for the journey that you're experiencing. And but she's honoring your journey, I guess is the best way to say it. She's honoring your own journey, but if you could just acknowledge her more, she would love it.
Faith is saying the memory was her as a romantic mate.
Yeah, it's been that way. And I was tapping into that. Yeah, for sure.
You know what else she's saying? She wants you to take this Pleiadian energy that emanates from you and use it to step forward and help the masses. So, when we're on camera, we're like bringing our frequency through. And the Pleiadian energy, as you can see, is washing through and over everyone too. It feels amazing. So when you step forward, Faith, the beauty of it is Sienna would like you to use this opportunity on Earth to infuse this high vibrational frequency within others. Okay?
Yeah.
You could just do very little and it would infuse and wash through others. Because they would see it as an opportunity, she says. As soon as you come on camera or as soon as you step forward in any capacity to help others, they'll see it as an opportunity to step forward around you and through you to help others. Okay. It's not just about you, is another thing she's saying. So it's a way for high vibrational frequency to help others by way of you and through you when you step forward. So it's a team effort. And I often have heard this from Archangel Michael. I said to Archangel Michael, are there times where I haven't wanted to come back and incarnate on Earth? And he goes, oh yeah, many times. Yeah. Many times. But the reminder is, it's not just about me. We're all interconnected. And it's important to do our best to step forward and to help others as best as we can. And that's why I keep coming back.
Yeah.
But there have been times where I refuse to come back for lengthy periods of time on the other side. So I won't come back. And then inevitably, I've seen Archangel Michael. He looked like he was 10, 11 foot tall. And he opens this portal, this circular portal, and then I know where we're going. And I'm leaving pure bliss in the spirit world. Oh. And I remember slowing everything down on purpose and touching the tips of the wildflowers as I know I'm about to go through the portal to Earth with Archangel Michael. But I know it's not just about me. It's about everyone.
Yeah. And
you know what the interesting thing is too? When you have people leaving low vibrational comments or trolls, and the insight that I get from Source or Universal Oneness or God, Light and Love, is that even if they leave a comment and they don't resonate with it, the energy still can come through and help them in some way or form. Mm-hmm. So even if they're like, oh, I don't understand this is whatever, the energy still comes through and helps them.
Yeah.
So whether they align with it or not, the high vibrational frequency can still come through and assist them in their lives by them watching the information.
They keep on telling me energy is the universal language. Like it's the one language everyone understands, energy.
Yes. Yeah. And your energy, Faith, is needed greatly. And if spirit gets its way, Faith, which I think it might.
Yeah.
If it has its way, you will be stepping forward on Earth. And it's just a ticking time. It's just a matter of time.
For so many of us, I mean, let's go back to that initial image that Archangel Metatron showed you. The wave is washing over the Earth right now, and everybody is, raising in vibration because we live on, Mother Gaia. Like that's just the way that it is. We're all raising in vibration because Mother Earth is
going. She's going. So either you're going with her, or you're gonna head off somewhere else, and then maybe you'll come back, maybe you won't. But ultimately, she's going, so we're going.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me, Dee, and thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, Archangel Metatron, and all the awesome information that's streamed through us for everyone today. If anybody is interested in joining us coming March 24th and 25th, go to KristinDaviesMedium.com. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.